You meet this beautiful girl. She's classy, she's successful, she's smart, you really enjoy her company. She's 27 years old. She's an accountant, she makes 100 grand a year, and she has a 3-year-old son. The good news is he's potty trained. Where do you gentlemen with no kids that I know about go from here? McQueen.
She's done. She's just getting hit and that's it.
So you're banging her.
Yeah, for sure.
And then what happens?
And then sayonara, bitch, you know?
That's
Would
it.
you like her to get in her pants, or would you be like, yeah, I'm only here to fuck? Like,
Well, I mean, if I do I know that she has a kid from the get-go?
yeah.
Yeah, you know.
We basically got this debate. It explains why men won't date single mothers. Yeah, I'm not going to say too much. Hey, put your cash up in the comments. Also, if you want to join the $1,000 giveaway, all you got to do is subscribe to the channel. Go follow me on Instagram at 200_acres. You are in the giveaway. But yeah, let's get into this debate and see what they talking about, man. Let's get it.
Then, yeah, no, I mean, I'm just immediately just trying to fuck. That's it, for sure.
That's
What
it.
would
So
you
that
tell
is-
her that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
David, you meet this girl. What do you do?
I made this mistake last time
Oh.
and found out the hard way. That's actually kind of how I
That's too
came
bad.
upon some of these podcasts about the
Really?
red pill stuff. Yeah, I
What
think
was the situation?
I'm sorry.
single mom, had been divorced. I think the problem is that men look at that very differently than the women do. It's hard to get our perspectives to be aligned, right? So
Okay.
her perspective was very defensive. It wasn't, I made bad choices in life that brought me here. I'm grateful someone's given me a chance. It was, my kid's amazing. I'm amazing. You're lucky to be here. It was very hard to get on the perspective I had, which was, this is definitely not ideal. I'm going out of my comfort zone. I'm expecting quite a bit of appreciation on it. And they were like, I don't owe you anything.
Thanks, feminism,
Some other guys,
right?
yeah.
Am I right?
And I was like, that was a bad investment.
Troy, you're at the club. You meet this gorgeous girl. You know her situation. She's got the 3-year-old. His name's Dylan, by the way.
Oh, nice
What are
name.
you doing with the girl?
I mean, look, personally, for me, I wouldn't want to get into something serious with a woman who has a kid. That's just no disrespect to single mothers. That's just in my life. That's just not something that I would want to take on. So it would have to be casual, and I would make that pretty clear up front.
You'd be
I mean,
up front. You're
I
not
would be
going to do
upfront.
the
I mean,
McQueen approach where he just, gotcha, bitch.
well, I mean, yeah. I mean, look. I mean, the way that I tend to move, I'm not going to be sitting down with her and, you know, if this is kind of a one-night stand situation, sitting down to her, sort of, right, just to be clear, these are the terms of our engagement. I'm not going to be that sort of specific about it, but she's going to kind of know from my vibe. She's going to get the idea, because I'm traveling a lot anyway, do you know what I mean? So the whole setup is not going to be one that is likely to be leading towards something long-term. But so that would be my answer. I mean, effectively the same as McQueen's, but I'd probably soften the blow a little
Kevin,
bit.
do you have a different response?
I don't avoid single moms. I've dated a few single moms, but I've found a selfish trait amongst most of them. There's not one single mom that I haven't dated who has not said something to the effect of, you know, what's important about you being around is I want my kid to see his or her mother being loved right. And I'm like, what do you want, fucking make out in front of the kid? He's already confused enough as it is. He's wondering, where's dad and who the fuck is this? That's all the kid is wondering. Any of us that had step parents and shit, most of us met our step parents like 3 o'clock in the morning, somebody's drunk, and it's like, son, Jim is here because your father ain't shit. And it's like very confusing. So I really do take children and their youth and upbringing and innocence very serious. So really, I don't give a shit what the mom wants. I'm thinking in terms of like what's best for the kid that you have. I'll think for your kid before you do, and think all this is going to bring him is confusion. You need to completely keep these worlds separate if you're going to fuck with
So
them.
you're saying that she should not date anymore?
No,
Or
but-
she's
no,
saying she
but-
should stay with the guy?
No,
What's your
but a lot
solution?
of them are probably not you because you're, you know, a savage
like,
and
I'm
shit.
very
Yeah, no, I know you're
invested in this
different in every way, and that's
situation.
why
Yeah.
everybody loves you. But I mean, no, but this eagerness to like find the replacement stepdaddy thing is. I've never not come.
Last question for the guys,
Never
and
not
then I'm
come
going to turn
across
it
it.
over to the girls. Would it be different? Would you have a different perspective?
The only thing I can really tell females, especially females that has not had had a kid yet, just be wise at who you choose to have your kid with, because that could affect you the rest of your life. You know what I'm saying? So just be very, very wise on who you choose to bring a kid into this world with.
If you actually had a kid already?
Yeah.
So you're almost doing like a Brady Bunch situation.
yeah,
all
but I
of these
don't.
guys don't.
No.
have
So
kids.
no?
No.
So you're just not trying to raise someone else's kid?
No, because it's like now if I have my own kid, now I got 2 little niggas I gotta take care of.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Nobody wants that.
And same thing. Now my kid's wondering where's mom and who's this thought.
Got it. Okay.
Same thing.
Troy, if you had a
Confuse the
kid, would you
children.
be a little more comfortable?
No, because I came from my parents divorced, and then we got sort of put together into another family, and I mean, that was problematic. It's not always like Kevin was saying. I mean, when you think about the kids in these situations being brought up, that there can be a lot of problems in those situations. So I would be even if I had a kid, I'd be very wary about just sort of like
Gotcha.
shoving
Ladies,
it together.
Here's where I need your help. How many people here have kids? Tracy? Janelle?
Put a green
So there's
light.
2 of you
You're
ladies.
like,
Yeah.
damn it.
Okay. Don't look around. Look right at me. Raise your red or your green. Should men date single moms? Hold it up high. Hold it up high. Pixie, we have. Okay, guys, I don't flicker it.
They're in between.
We have red, we have green, 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 green. So most of it is green. 4 or 5 of you is red. So Tracy, you put your green up
Yes.
because you're a single mom.
Yes.
Sell us on why one of these gentlemen should be your new boy toy baby daddy situation.
No, I think that there's people in the world for everybody. I don't think anyone should be my son's father. I think someone that's going to come to my life will love me and eventually end up loving my son, but I am not looking for a baby daddy. I am
Okay.
looking for a partner.
I'm listening
And
very
that's the
closely to
difference.
this one.
So,
So nobody's replacing that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
so what would you say to the guy that's like, I don't even know, you're hot, you're cool, you're great. I can't even get over the fact that you have a kid, and as dope as you are, I'm mentally blocked.
then
It's kinda
that
what you're
means that
saying here?
that's not the person for me.
Not
Got
quite
it.
what I was saying,
I-
but go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I jump on what you
Sure,
said?
yeah.
Because I have a lot to say, and I'll be brief, but I want to make a few points. First of all, you guys are all obviously talented and very much so respected in your fields, including yourself. And I know your battle with having children back and forth. But
What's my battle?
Well, you said you're ambivalent.
I'm gonna have kids one day
Yeah,
with
one
the-
day.
with
But
the-
like
with the lady.
when you're always like asking your friends, you really like it, like you know.
What's sex, guys? I've
Okay.
never heard of this
Anyway.
thing. What do you do with this?
Complimenting us
What
because
else?
you're about
They're
to say
naked. I
something
have no
fucked up.
clue.
I'll say
Yeah.
first of all, as there's a lot of single moms who have given single moms like myself a really bad rap, and they use men for resources, and they put their children before their serious committed persons, whoever, if they're married or not, before their needs, like their spouse's needs, right? And I don't agree with that if it's a long-term serious thing. So I think that that's to be said for why probably a lot of you, and more reason you said I don't.
Now, there's some holes in what she said. I get what she's trying to say, but the reason why a lot of guys who don't have kids don't want a female with kids, because obviously a female is going to put their kid first. What she was trying to say is, well, if it's serious, my kid won't always come first, but your kid should always come first unless that man is your husband. You should not put your boyfriend over your kid if you're not married to that man. So that's just a dilemma you have to deal with. You know what I'm saying? When you're a single mother, because you have to put your kid first. You really can't put a man first. You know what I'm saying? Unless that man is your husband. That's just that.
Raise two kids, and that's honest, and I appreciate that. However, what I will say, the men that I've met and that I've dated and that have proposed to me, they wanted to marry me and they wanted to be a stepfather to my son if I wanted that, right? Now, the thing about me that's different from most women is, even though I'm very masculine in how I'm speaking now because I'm trying to make a point, I'm very feminine, and I let the man take the lead, and I don't try to say my son and I are so cool, we're the best. No, I let a man be gracious to me because I'm feminine and I serve his needs. I make sure his sexual needs are served. I make sure that his tummy is full, and my son never goes without, trust me. He's been to 14, 15 countries already. Yeah. So I think the difference is that some men, no disrespect to y'all,
Right.
are not cut out for that because it takes a very
I sense a whole bunch of cap in her rap. Some men proposed to her. Well, why didn't you marry him? Why you single? Because she don't look young. So you just denying proposals? Like, bro, I don't believe that, bro. She's single for a reason, bro.
Extremely high alpha man, I think, that would be willing to say, listen, I saw all of you grimace. I watched all your facial expressions. Hold on, let me finish momentarily. That will be willing to step in and raise someone else's son. That takes a very brave, bold man. And there are men out there in the world who will do it when they see the value of a woman that's serving them.
It takes a real man, a stupid man. Well, I would say depending on the woman would have to be like A1. Some you just can't find. Just that. But for her, she's like she expecting something like a man to do it. No, it's not gonna happen. Like when guys have options, why? You know what I'm saying? Why?
And saying, listen, yes.
Did you say that there were men that openly came into your life and wanted
Yes.
to help raise your kid?
Yes.
Where are they now?
Well, I was going to tell
Why
you.
didn't they make the cut?
Well, first
Them
of
niggas are so alpha.
hold on. First of all, I didn't choose that, and here's why. And I won't get into my personal. I'll just give you one example. He's very famous. He's in the personal development world. He's on Tony Robbins' stage, more than Tony is. So if you know the Tony Robbins world, you know who he is, and he's your color. Anyways, he was a lot older than me, and he didn't want to have more children, and I do. I'm going to have at least one or two more. So for me, that was he was very invested in my son, but I said, you know what? I'm waiting for that person who wants to build our own family too. He adopts my son and we have one together. And so that's what I'm doing. And so I'm right now choosing to give my son a beautiful life. He travels with me around the world. I run my business. He gets to go to my retreats, etc. And that's what I do. And so I know I'm rare.
Did she say he adopts my son? Like what? Where's the son's father? Where is the son's father? That's who need to be taken care of. Like you expect the man to adopt, man. Beware of women like this who just be talking, bro. She just talking.
But I do think it's a huge missed opportunity that men are passing on really good single moms like myself because they feel some type of way about it. And like she said, that's your prerogative. But you're also missing the most feminine, nurturing woman on the planet, or that I've been told.
That a girl. Troy, and then I'm going to come back to you ladies for a question. Go ahead.
So I completely respect what you said, and you're a very inspiring woman, and it's great to hear you say that. I mean, my comment on that is, firstly, what you're doing is what a lot of women will do, which is kind of recontextualizing what alpha is. So I'll say, no, an alpha man, a stepdad is a man who steps up. The guy who's prepared to take on my children. That's my definition of alpha. Okay, so you're defining alpha as that. Is that the actual objective definition of alpha? Maybe not. Maybe you could argue that the guy who just goes around the world and smashes a load of girls and has a fantastic time, is that not alpha? You would argue not, because that's irresponsible, but that's another type of alpha. So that's the first thing. Secondly, I was actually on another podcast last night. I'm talking to one of the girls there. She's got a couple of kids, okay? And she said that she's just recently got together with a dude, okay? They've been together 2 months. It's a long distance relationship, okay? Because he's in a different state. And he's already said to her, I want to marry you and I want to look after your kids after 2 months. Is that the action of an alpha male? Or is that the action of a guy who's needy and is saying that because he's desperate to secure the box?
That's different from my scenario. We dated
completely different to your scenario,
but
I'm just saying that somebody saying I'm prepared to look after your kids is not in itself necessarily indicative of alpha traits. It could actually be indicative of the opposite.
Let me get McQueen's thoughts here. McQueen, are you being sold on becoming?
No, he's not. He doesn't want.
Absolutely not.
He
Nigga,
doesn't
I
want to
don't
take
give a
care.
fuck. I'm not hearing none of this shit, really.
You got the simplest answers.
Yeah,
Hey, that bro, ain't nothing else to be said. Like, bro, everything she said went in one ear out the other. Because I just know what type of female she just talking, bro. Them females who sell themselves, yes, I'm just like the perfect man. You single for a reason. Your baby daddy left you for a reason. If you were so perfect, you would not be sitting up there single. Point blank. How old is she? I know she almost 40. You know what I'm saying?
We're not playing this game.
No, because it's just like, how
Okay.
you gonna tell me I'm not alpha because I don't want to raise your fucking kids? You know what I'm saying? Like, all right,
He doesn't want to raise his own.
Yeah, like, all right,
doesn't wanna
fine.
raise his own.
I feel
I'll take my
like a really
non-man-ass homie.
solid alpha it can put up a really good risk-benefit analysis, right?
you go.
So if the woman is a great exception to the rule, you freaking head over heels more than anything you've ever felt in your life, that could be different.
Yeah.
But for the average single mother that you meet, a very basic risk-benefit analysis that you could look on data that's already available, you could look at the situation that you're presented with, probably not the safest route to go.
I think the truth is that's what we're all doing.
And that's
every
what
day.
most
Right,
women
and that's
do,
a
and
normal
that's
thing to
fine.
do.
Yeah,
That's a
it's fine.
responsible thing to do, and I think that's what an alpha would do at the end
no
of the
one's
day.
telling the other side that this shows up as a debit on the ledger, so you're going to have to make up for it in another side because that's
Right.
distasteful. It creates an argument,
Like-
and I think we grimace.
Well, a
because
lot
it
of
came
people do
across.
that. I mean, they'll say, "Oh, that I don't count because I have a kid," and I'm
No,
like, that, "You
No,
don't
it's not that
count
you don't
because
count.
you said that comment."
There's lots of things that aren't ideal.
But it's
But
also
you can make
I mean,
educated
next to
decisions.
Most
Still.
women in their 20s, and I will surpass all of them in regards to the characteristics that I bring to a man
I
and
believe
to
that.
his life.
Okay, let me Let me
for
get
that.
Tracy
Thank you
back
for
in the
that.
mix because Tracy, you're so nice and sweet, and you have a kid. How old is your kid?
My son is 4.
Your son is 4.
Yeah.
What's it been like bringing dudes around your kid?
I don't bring dudes around my
Ever.
Yes.
Ever.
That's the
Never.
answer, I'd say.
So no guy has.
I have my friends, people that he knows
Okay.
growing up, but I do not bring men that are temporary in my life around my son.
Okay, so what would it take to, like, how quickly do you tell a guy you have a kid?
Right away.
Right away.
Yeah.
I think that's smart.
Good girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no
You have
point
to.
if he's just like, yeah, I'm out.
It's like
I'm
if you
not,
have
I'm
an
not
STI.
looking for somebody to think I don't have that.
Got it.
I'm proud of that.
I think
As you should be.
Yeah, I don't
No
need
doubt.
it.
You should
Yeah.
not feel
If it's
shame because you have a
like I
kid.
said,
That should be
like
the
I said,
proudest thing you have.
100%. I am.
Right.
That's the
Yeah, because that's
best
the part
thing
of the
I've
problem
ever
is
done.
that everyone talks about the number one job a woman should have, the most important job is being a mother. Now, relationships sometimes don't work out, but you shouldn't be shamed because you have a kid. You should be definitely proud of having your kid. But how complicated is it finding a partner as being a single mother?
Well, it all depends on where you are in your life, right? Because for me personally, I'm in a point in my life right now where I'm not looking. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
I'm single. I'm not looking. I'm expecting for when I'm ready emotionally to bring somebody on board, that will come with it.
Mm-hmm. Got
So
it.
whenever that happens is when I'll allow that
So
space
last
for
piece of
myself.
advice before we move on. There's dudes out there. Like, I'll give you one story. I was seeing this girl, was like on 1 or 2, I didn't really realize she had a kid, but then I found out she did. But I was like, you know, this girl's that awesome of a girl. Hold on, Tiff. There's that awesome of a girl that I was like, you know what? Let me give it a shot. Let me see where this goes.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see. You know, we hung out one time, it was great. The second time we go to hang out, she goes, hey, sorry, I have to cancel. Both of my kids are sick.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry to cancel. I'm like, it's not even you canceling. It's because Dylan over here got a tummy ache, and I stay over there, woman. Nope, she's there. Stay there. It's that she got canceled. She canceled because of her kid. I'm like, this is really weird. I'm out. I hope your kid feels better. Here's some Tums for the tummy ache. Peace out. Boom. So that was the problem. So what's your final piece of advice to guys considering dating a single mother?
go for it.
Well,
Go for it.
No.
Her first
would
or
say.
me? Her
Go
first?
ahead. Her and then Janelle, final word.
so for me is you have to take a lot into consideration that a woman, the child doesn't make her. So, you know, a woman can give you a lot of things, and what a woman with a kid can give you is a lot of experience. So you won't have to deal with the bullshit because we've been through that already. So
Got
we're
it.
very straightforward and we'll get to the point. We want what we want, and that's it.
I feel like a
Janelle?
good mother will
Hold on.
prioritize their kid no matter what, though, right? And so
Yeah.
for a
Yeah.
man, if
Hold on.
you're not okay with that, if you want to be number
Because-
one,
Hold on,
you're
hold
not
on.
going to be down with
Because
that.
even in
Okay,
conventional,
hold on. We got to go to the next one. Janelle, final word,
Yes.
10 seconds. Why
Okay.
should a guy sell me on dating a single mother? 10 seconds.
Here's why. Because a lot of men are dissatisfied in their sexual life when they get into committed long-term relationships. Women are selfless. They pushed a child almost 8 pounds out of their yoni with no drugs. We are selfless. So we'll be that much more selfless with my partner. I treat my partner the same way I do my son, minus the
So
sexual
what
stuff.
I'm understanding is single moms better be a little more
They can be-
frisky in order to keep that man alive.
What I'm saying is they have
Okay.
the ability to be very selfless and put that man first.
Every
and put
guy that has
Got
a
it.
kid with his wife is screaming right now, saying that's not what happened.
I said they have the ability to. do
Because
that.
even,
Well, I do
even in
like that.
conventional
Well, I do-
marriages, there's often the case where the husband will say, no, the sex has tailed off, now we've had the kid, and now it's all about the kid and it's not about me anymore.
Correct, but the point is that a lot of women today, modern women, feminists, are
Yeah.
very selfish,
Okay.
and you're not even getting that.
Guys,
You're getting
thank
what
you
they
right,
want.
Thank you right
Yeah.
there. I love you guys. You're doing.
Yeah, all right, we're gonna end it right there. Tell me what y'all think about that video in the comments, man. Hey, see you guys next video, and always remember, be safe out there, Kings. Let's get it.